Hello, hey, how's it going, everyone? Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the Exercise Nick show. I'm Exercise Nick, and here we are, back on the horse of creating game level designs and stuff like that. So today we're gonna try to see how far we can get with working on that one level right there. We're just gonna chill, take it a step at a time. I think like I may cut the mesh up and I may cut the mesh up eventually and add more resolution to the terrain. But let's do the hard surfaces next, and let's see how that goes. That's gonna be pretty cool. Once all that's over, I mean, it's gonna be pretty cool to try to add some of like grass and trees and stuff like that. Guys, I had to slow down there for a minute. I normally go fast. Sometimes it's good to take a breath and clearly explain. So that's kind of what I was trying to do. I was trying to pace myself. So yeah, let's get right into it. I think I got screencast keys to it. Let's check it out. Let's go. Okay, here we are. Okay guys, let's focus on this.
get some music.
Okay guys, yeah. So screencast keys is working. We are back in action with the newest blender. This is great, you know. Okay, let's see what we got here. Let's open that file. Wow, that's pretty quick. I'm liking it. So this is what we baked on there. We dumped it in a game engine and it looked pretty alright. The only thing I'm watching here is like I almost wish like I could have some of that orange water thing spilling up into here. Like I wish I could bake that in there. And you know, it's just a matter of maybe adding it to the, you know, to maybe just adding a little bit of that to the color map of what this is, you know. So this is some of the kind of stuff that you do. You know, it's not glamorous and tutorial-y, you know, and that kind of thing. You just come in here and like, oh no, I have to add some stuff here, and you have to go in and you keep working it back and forth. It's actual production, you know. So okay guys, hold on a minute there. Hold on a minute. I'm doing something here in real life. Give me a second. We're gonna jump right into this. Let's see if we can get a little orange on this, and then we're gonna do the hard surface. Okay, I got set up here. Let's go. And the way you add orange onto this is that we just hide this thing here. We go into the high res assets, which has all the high res. Well, it has the high res assets. That's the name. So what I'm gonna do here, I'm gonna jump into from here, shading. There's a lot of little nitty gritty you could get into doing all this stuff, and it doesn't make for a very exciting stream, but it's things that you gotta do. So things like making sure if like you have like for instance like this part here of the thing is just connecting to another part of the level. So like where it connects, you want to make sure these like this profile right here meets, you know, stuff like that. So that's the kind of things that a lot of people take for granted. You got this has got to meet. So I probably could flatten this out and make sure that the two kind of meet up and are snapping properly together. I'll probably snap this one to the other one. That's probably what's going to happen. But just to keep things rolling nice and smooth here and getting everything else done, let's see if we could add like some like an orange stain to the bottom of this. So I'm gonna come in here into shading. Let's take a look at what we got as far as you know, baking and rendering and all that. Let's just take a look. I'm gonna hit that render. So it's gonna render this. So okay, this is what it is. So I didn't put any orange stain from the water. So we're gonna have to build that into the shader, and that should not be that. It should not be that difficult. It's just a matter of like what kind of like what shader adds that, right? So let me think here for a moment, guys. It would be better if, okay, I think I know what needs to happen. We need to add like at least one more shader in here for that orange stain, and I could do it as let's think here for a minute. I could do it as a gradient that goes up, so we're gonna have to control that. Let me see what I have for gradient controls here in the procedural shader. So let's see here. So we have a color ramp, we need that. Gradient texture, I think this might work here, the mapping and gradient texture thing. So I'm gonna make a copy of this guy right here. Bring that guy, oh, not like that. Let's connect this. This is being generated. I'm gonna go to generation thing here. Okay, right. So this is a whole separate thing here. We need these two nodes. So I'm gonna duplicate these nodes. Alright, go linearly here. And this here, let's reset this. I'm pretty sure there's a shortcut to reset it, but we could just do it manually, no big deals. Let's do that. Bring this back like so. Okay, and then we gotta mix this in here. So I'm gonna bring another mix node and just leave it right here. Actually, hold on. Let me see. Let me think for a minute here. Okay. So no, this is just a mask we're making. So let's see if the mask works first. We could just do that. So to me, it looks like the mask is not working. It is. It actually is. Look, the top and the bottom. Rotate wire next. So let's just flip this around. Okay. So see how it's working here already? We want the mask. This is where the water. The reason why I'm doing it like this, because the water is always level. You can have a little bit of runoff, but generally it's leveled like this. You see, like that right there. That's kind of what we want. This is gonna be where the orange stuff goes. Let's make it as tight as possible. So we're gonna have little orange things here. Maybe we want a little bit more than that. Alright, let's have it influence a little bit more. We could zoom in here. Yeah, see, like this is where the parts are gonna be orange. Let's really brighten this up. Basically, almost just a kind of cut off kind of vibe. Yeah, so this is where we're gonna have some stuff happening. We could spill it a little more. Let's have it spill a little bit more. Okay. Keep a little bit there. Bring this up. See, it's a little harsh there, so let's bring this up. So we are linear. Let's see what ease does. Yeah, ease gives us a little bit more to play with. Okay, let's go ahead and add. I'm gonna come right, grab this here, put this over here. Let's bring this a little closer. Let's put this as white so we just make sure it's completely cut off. There's nothing at all spilling there. Okay, so this is our mask. This is how we're gonna have it. You kind of want it to kind of reveal, kind of like, you know, how the water is flowing through and how it's stained and just a bunch of like cool stuff. What we could do, we could back away maybe, and then this thing make it a little less crunchy. Let's bring this up just a little smidgen. Okay, let's bring this all the way up to make sure we're nice. Okay, I'm digging that. Let's go with that, guys. God is good and worthy to be praised. Okay, so this is what we got here. Just gonna go ahead, file, save as we go. Okay, so we gotta use this to mix in. This is where we're gonna mix in this shader with a next shader. So I'm gonna duplicate this. Right. And we're gonna add another shader in here. And the shader I'm gonna keep it simple. I'm gonna add you know, we could even just do a color. That could be a thing. I'm just gonna do a shader and see what transpires. So I'm gonna go into shader. I'm gonna add us a regular diffuse shader. So let's see here, diffuse BSDF. All right, and let's see what we got here. So if I go here, this bottom shader, I think it should be, it might be reversed, but let's just take a look. Let's see what we got. Okay, so you see the top is taking over. We do that, that's all the bottom, that's all the top. Let's go like this. Okay, let's go, let's put this in as a mask. Okay, so you see it already needs to be flipped. All right, so we're gonna put this guy on top. The other way around. Hold on here, guys. A little confusing. Okay, so this is the bottom. Oh, wait a minute. Why isn't that? Oh, this is really strange. Sometimes you encounter this, guys. Let's see a shader. So this look like it's gonna work like this, right? But black means nothing there. Plug that in there. We might have to flip these colors around. Let's see. It's okay. We could do it. Do this here. Yes, undo that. Just go white here, go black there. There you go. Oh, nope, it's flipped. Huh. We're gonna figure this out. It's just a matter of like switching things around. Okay. Let's remove this. Okay, yeah, so black is nothing there. Oh, white is what you want, so my bad. Let's see which one knocks out. Ah, not even. Yeah, that the white is where is that? I'm gonna plug the seam. It's coming up, but it's acting kind of strange. Let's try linear. Not even. Okay, so I'm gonna have to control this one here. Okay, so this is what we want here. It's just a matter of like controlling how it wants to read here. Let's zoom in here a bit. it's just a little bit too much. That's what happened. Okay, so there you go. So this is what we have here. It's showing the thing below there. We just had to do some adjustment, guys. I mean, you just have to roll with what Blender has. So you see, like, and now I'm starting to pull in a little bit of orange there. And I'll show you how I like to work this. Let's get the water happening here. Alright, so it kind of gives it like a slight fringe. Let's come in here. Let's bring it down a bit. Bring it up a bit. I'm gonna hide the water again. Okay, so what I'm gonna do here, I'm gonna make it kind of light so we can still see a little bit of the bottom peeking through. So instead of like going to full black, we could start to lighten that up some, and it should show some of the stuff on the bottom. If we go completely white, this is what we got. So we started like bringing some of that orange in here, but yeah, see, something like that kind of works. It's kind of like the ground. The ground is stained by this this flow. We could even try to make it a little bit wider. Let's go a little bit more. Just a little bit. It's not too much. I think I'm already doing a whole lot here. Okay, so that looks fine. Try to make this a little bit tighter. Okay, so I'm liking that. So I think we should add a little bit of orange in here. I'm going to go into the shader here. I'm gonna bring up the roughness just slightly. If you bring the roughness up, all of a sudden it's going to make it look very, very strong and cartoony. So just a little bit on there. Give it a little kiss of our roughness. And so yeah, so this is fine. So this shows that the water is staining there. So by the time we put the water, this is what I'm hoping for. By the time we put the water level on there, everything, there's a little bleed in the grass. Everything should kind of look a little more tidy in here. Right, so I'm gonna go ahead and turn that off, and we're gonna bake this back onto there. No big deals. We already done this already. Let's go ahead and save. Save incrementally. Save. Gotta be careful. Okay, guys. So we got this. I'm going to open the export thing and make sure these two are selected. So I want to go from the high resolution to the low resolution ground, just like that. And before let's hold on here. Let's go to the low resolution. Let's go into shading, I believe. Let's go to shading. Okay, we have it in shading. Yeah. Okay. I just want to make sure everything is all nice and squared up here. We could turn off the rocks for a minute. Yeah, there we go. So we're gonna go from the high resolution sculpted ground to the low resolution ground here. I'm gonna turn off shading in here. We're just gonna bake that. Should have the. Okay, so we're gonna do it. We're gonna bake in the ground base color. So I'm just gonna go back here, select that. See, we have it here, and once we bake it, we should start seeing some of that orange thing leaking there that we just put together. So I'm gonna go ahead and just do that real quick. So guys, we're just warming up into this whole thing. We're gonna get hot and heavy, right? And if you're here from the ground floor with me, feel free to, you know, leave any comments or anything like that. If anything that I'm doing here either doesn't make sense or you need further clarity on, you know, for anything that you're doing, or if you have any thing that you're working on, you need, you know, little guidance on, let me know, you know, or if you have any suggestions for me, let me know. I don't know everything, guys, but we are working together. This is awesome. Okay, so right now it's if you look down here, it's baking. So I'm baking from the high resolution to the low resolution game ready mesh. Right, we just want to put things in place. We're gonna do the rocks next, and then we'll do the hard surface outer shell. Get those going. We'll get that going. Building back up, building back up, building back up. That's what we'll be doing. Building back up. You can hear my CPU fans going off like crazy back here. Okay, guys, so that's my bad. I didn't change what I wanted baked. So it's baked the roughness on top of it. We don't want that. We actually just want the color. My bad. Oversight. You gotta look under the baking here and see what map it's baking. Let's go. Let's bake the diffuse. It happens, guys. It happens. In real time.
Boring!
I know, X Nikki. I know. I know. Okay, what can we do in the meantime? We could look at some inspirational images. So one thing is that I got 3D Code, the newest 3D Code installed here. So while Blender is going, let's see what we could do with 3D Code. I like going back and forth between these programs sometimes. Let's see here. So let's fire up 3D code, run in terminal. This is 3D code launching, guys. So if you follow the stream, you know that we have done a ton of work in 3D code in the past. Now, I realize 3D code has this thing called AI assistant. Isn't that something else? Do anyone know out there, does any other program have something like an AI assistant in the program itself? I think it takes you to a chat, an AI assistant chat on their website. I think that's what it does. So while that's doing, we could play around with 3D code for a little bit here. Keep things nice and fresh. Let's see here. Let's go voxel sculpting. One cool way to start, if you want to get into sculpting hard surfaces in 3D code and stuff like that, or even humans, you need reference, right? So let me see if I could pull some reference up for myself here. Oh, it looked like it finished baking. I was gonna go to a Pinterest board here, but hold on. Let's jump back. Let's take a look. Okay, so it finished it. It did it. Let's go ahead and save as. So this is what it did. This is what happened. It added that orange thing that we wanted in here, which is great. Look what it did. That's very cool. We like that. So I'm going to go ahead here and I'm going to plug that back into the base, right? And then we could take a look at the final thing by just hiding the high resolution and going to material preview. Wow, a thing of beauty. That's looking pretty good. I don't know. You guys let me know. Let me know what do you think about it. I think it looks pretty good from here. That's what we want. Right? I'm gonna go ahead and go into layout here. Just view this material preview again. File save. Alright, so the thing we would probably want is a water level. So let's bring the water in here. And that's I stuck that in the high res. It doesn't necessarily have to stay in here. Let's go down, let's put this into the export. Let's hide high res again. Okay, so this is the water in here. Not too bad, right? Not too bad. Could it be better? Of course. You know, we could add more resolution to the ground by chopping up the mesh itself. For now, this is going to work. For now. Okay. Let's go ahead and save this. The ideal thing would be probably to merge these together. To merge the waterfalls with this. Let's merge it. Oh, my bad. Control M is not merging. Control J. Oh, let's put the screencast keys on. We finally got that to work. Okay, here we go. Yeah, there we go. You guys can see that. Save. It's right above X Nikki's head. the only other thing we need to do is to get these rocks going. So I'm just gonna hide the rocks. Let's go into shading. Let's do a new rocks thing. Let's go underscore map for this with some material. Okay, so we got the base stuff here, and we're gonna use the same techniques or whatever it is on these rocks and that kind of thing. Culling this camera. And as in true fashion, we could create like what do you call it, like different things here for these rocks. For these rocks, you know, or we could use a rock asset that we already have and just drop it in. Either way, you know. Let's not take this on for now. Let's leave that alone. Go ahead and export this with the waterfall. I'll do the water separate, so let's do the ground. Let's file, export as a GLTF, and okay, this is the arena ground. And we're going to do selected. No animations. Okay, that's looking pretty good. Just double checking to see if there's any extra information going over. We don't want any like vertex groups or anything like that going over. And let's do the waterfalls. Let's check the material on this. We're gonna swap the material out in this anyway, so let's go ahead and let's go export. Let's export and select it as a GLTF. So we're gonna call this waterfall. Waterfalls. Okay, so that's out there. And of course, we could test it by just running. I'm gonna close 3D code down for a minute, guys. We don't need it. Let's go in here and let's run Godot. Okay, guys, I'm gonna get this. It's loading. While that's loading, I'll be right back, guys. Let's just leave it to load for a minute.
Hey, hang on, you guys. I'll be right back.
Meow. Hey, 13 Heads, how are you? Okay guys, so we're going to go ahead and what's going on is that Godot is caching this it's caching the texture, so there's a way to allow it to release that. So you could go in and delete it, but you got to make sure there's nothing else referencing it in your scene. So I'm going to go ahead here and I'm going to load like the menu scene first. So that's the default scene that loads up instead of level 1. Okay, and that's this right here. That's our menu scene. So I'm going to go ahead and save, and I'm going to close Godot. I'm going to reopen it. Yeah, it's been a minute. Yeah, like what happened? You know, again, 13 Heads, thanks for the subscriptions. A lot of people are like enjoying it as of yesterday, and a few a little bit here and there. You know, it's greatly appreciated what you did. Yeah, what basically happened, like, my entire machine went down. Thank God, like none of the like major projects I'm working on is on that machine. Everything is backed up on different drives and stuff. So I had to like redo Linux and redo the whole thing. And then like, if you notice, the stream looks a little bit different in the format because I had to rebuild, you know, like the OBS stuff. So that's kind of what happened, you know. So, but we're getting back into action-packed, full content here. You know, so as much as I could stream, that's what I'm doing. Even more so. So the schedules also may change also. But we're definitely I'm gonna deliver that content. I know a couple of people been asking on YouTube about tutorials, you know, so definitely that's coming for sure. So if you have any particular tutorials you would like to see, you know, just let me know. You know, I'll give you definitely first preference over anyone. Just, you know, let me know there in the Discord, and you know, I'll, you know, make tutorials and stuff like that. Yeah, people want tutorials, you know. Originally this stream is more of a kind of almost like a blog of game development, you know, which is the actual work and not necessarily tutorials, but I can do tutorials. And 13 Heads, are you on our Discord? I think you are. Oh, the link didn't work before? Let me check that. Are you getting anything by doing that? I don't know if I have that kind of stuff set up. Let me know if anything comes up like that. I don't think I like set that up. Unless that's set up in Twitch, I don't think I set that up, like commands like that. Let's see here. So this is me here on Twitch. Okay, so this is a Discord link here. Yeah, it'll take you there. If you click the Discord link, I could post the link to you right now. No need to go to the top. So it's right here, but I could post that to you. Through the about, yeah. Okay, you're in. Sweet. Yeah, 13 Heads. You know, you send me, you know, what you think would be for a cool tutorial, and we'll get on that. Or tutorials. You can make a list. I know the one person on YouTube was saying like, "Hey, Nick, can you do more humans and more characters?" I was like, "Sure, you know, like that's my middle name. I just don't want to do too much of the fun stuff, but hey, if that's what people want, I'll do it." Okay, so I just loaded this up, so I have to go back in and see if it's gonna load the proper textures and everything like that. So I'm gonna come in here into, let's jump into the extra level, and I'm gonna try to get rid of this arena thing. Let me double click on it again and see if it, yeah, see, it doesn't show the new texture, so that's not good. So we're gonna get rid of that. Removing the file from the project cannot be undone depending on your file's configuration, so either be removed from system, trash, or delete permanently, whatever. Extra level 1, can't remove it. Okay, so it's saying that I have it referencing another thing, so I'm gonna open that other thing. This is Godot's way of protecting you. Let me say hello to 13 Heads here, guys, on our Discord. Hey, hello. Okay. I don't know how it's being referenced in here. I totally got rid of it. Let me think for a minute. Oh, maybe like the shader, maybe. It's acting really, really odd. So I'm gonna jump into the directory itself, guys. Show file manager. So this is the actual directory. I could go in here and delete it, but it may cause problems. Okay, let's do this. Import that. Okay, let's take a look here. Okay, so these are all the materials here. Okay, ground, norm, diff, metallic. I think this may be it, guys. If we nuke this site from orbit, we may cause problems. In the name of science, let's do it. Uh-oh. Okay. Let's see. Oh, it didn't complain. Oh, I'm gonna save this quick. Okay, let's see if we have it in here still. It'd be crazy if we still have it in here. We just deleted it. Okay, so we don't have that in there. So let's re-export it from in Blender here. Let's hide that. This is what we want to export. File, export, and we're going to go here in let's export GLTF, and there's terrain, right? That's what we want to export. Just looking this over. Oh, this is a hallway. Oh, wait a minute, guys. Was I exporting on the wrong thing? That would suck. Oh no. Arena waterfall. Oh no, we deleted it. Okay, whew. We deleted it. Okay, got it. Got it. Okay. Let's do terrain. There we go. Oh, ground. I'm calling it ground. Let's stick with that. Bam. So let's see what we got here. Data, materials. It's 100%. Everything looks good. Export GLTF. Just going to export the selected thing. I don't know why it's giving, like, I'm not seeing oh, there we go. Look at that. Now it's importing it. Woo. Wow.
Ha ha ha.
Okay, I'm feeling better now. Notice it's actually importing it. So yeah, 13 heads. If you look around the Discord, you know, we have a bunch of different things. There's really cool people in there, a lot of music talent, music forward people, and a lot of 3D artists. Okay, I see what was going on. There's a fake user saved on this, and what fake users do is keep the texture the way it is in here. And I don't know why that was checked. Maybe I touched it by accident, but that's why the texture wasn't updating. We could look here in this thing here and see what textures we got here. Okay, it should all be good. Shouldn't. Okay, let's try to export it yet again. It should work now. I'm not seeing this texture pop up, and that's what I want to see, guys. Okay, there we go. There it is. Note to self. We're working with oil now. Let's copy this. Let's drop it in here. Paste. Boom, look at that. Perfect. And then we get a waterfall. Okay, so let's do this first. Let's generate a mesh off of that so we could walk on it. Okay, we just generated a static body mesh on that. And then let's bring in the water. Let's open new inherited scene again. Let's copy these. Okay. You see it just dropped right in, but we gotta add the water shader on this thing. So this has its own shader, so let's hunt that down. Water shader may be in level 1, or you could have a folder called shaders and just have all your common shaders in there. Let's see here. Rock structure, vegetation. Oh, wait a minute, hold on. Add-on characters, extra assets. Let's take a look at what the other things in here. There's a shader in the other things right here. Yeah, the water level. hunt the shader down. Wastewater, that's the name of it. Surface right here. Okay, here it is. But it's its own thing. We could open the one that's being used. Let's see here. Quick load. I'm gonna look for wastewater. Here it is. See level 1 wastewater dot material. I think this might work. Let's check it out. Yeah, that's it. Give me a second here, guys. Let me take a look. Wow. The water is flowing in the wrong direction, like the water's in the fall is going up. You can just easily flip these and just make sure we have the right wastewater. Let's go normal level 1. This is it, wastewater mat. Put that in there, let's just double check. I think I just have to flip the UVs on the waterfall. But these look fine. Just make sure all the waterfalls agree. Yep, so it's just the waterfalls. Let's go into Blender again. Let's turn on the waterfall things. Let's go ahead and select just these. Just gotta flip these in 180 degrees. I'm going to go ahead here in UV editing. See, they're already in here, guys. So we just gotta flip these. Everything should be yep on that. Instead of flip it, let's go rotate 180. Excuse me. Let's grab it. Let's put these right here, nice and tucked away. Where's this? Oh, that's that. Okay. Okay, so let's try to export this again and see if this works. Export selected. Export that. Arena waterfall. Yep, it's selected. Just export that. Yep, it re-imported. This is Arena Waterfall. I'm gonna just reopen it just to be safe. Okay, inherited scene, copy. Let's go over here. Let's get rid of this one. Delete node. Select this node. No, do paste. Okay, so it's in here, and let's add the shader on here. Okay, here we go. So the waterfalls, yep, it's flowing down into here. Yep, that looks great. Oh, I still have to flip one part. There's a part here that's going the wrong direction. Yeah, this part here that goes in the right direction. Okay, let's get this again, guys. Don't worry about it, we got it. Now let's go back in Blender. It's the middle part here, that's what's going on. Yep, this part we gotta flip this. This time we're gonna flip it. Control M and flip it along the y-axis. Grab this, square it up. Okay, I noticed that some of these things are not completely flat, so I'm just gonna do that real quick here, guys. Vertex. Select these vertices and scale these, scale X 0. All these should be like completely flat. Okay, that works. How about this one here? Scale X 0. Okay. Let's go ahead and change this from that to a bounding box. Scale X is 0. Scale X is 0. Grab X. Scale Y. Just kind of straightening out some of these things. We don't need to do all this right now, but it just looks nice. Okay. So I'm going to leave this like this. I'm going to re-export this again. Export. Oh, let's go ahead and save it just to make sure. Just in case. You could never tell if things crash on you, you know. I'm going to export this. Okay, so export GLTF, waterfall. Let's try this again, guys. This water is not perfect, but it's like the, you know, I'm taking the simple route for now. And you know, of course, you know, later on you could always, you know, add all the complex stuff in there. Let's get rid of the waterfalls here again. Okay, let's open the updated file. Okay, right click, open new inherited scene, copy. Okay, we got a new water in there. Let's drop that shader on it. Okay. Yeah, we got everything going the way it should. It's looking good so far. Okay, so the only thing we have to do, there's a little, I believe there's a little trick on the, was it happening here already? I think it's happening here already. It's on the shader, okay? That's looking good. Okay, let's check it out. You can check it out by running the actual level. Go ahead and do that. Okay, here we go. Okay, so it does have a little bit of reflections in there. Okay, let's check this out. I believe it has this, it has reflections in here. Let's inspect this in here. So the little fall off with the orange is kind of working. Okay, time to bring in a little bit of grass. Well, time to bring in the actual structure that's part of this. Building the level, guys. Building the levels. Just want to make sure there is some level of reflection in here, and there is. Okay. Okay guys, that's enough of that. Let's do with a hard surface. I think those rocks are not that important right now. And the thing is, we could just take a rock asset and just put it kind of like right in there, which is probably the better thing to do. you know, reusing assets is where it's at. Probably reusing like this rock asset right here would probably be the way to go. Let's duplicate that, guys. Bring him over here. We could turn off the. Oh. Well. Let's leave the gizmos on. I kind of had these rocks in strategic, kind of like symmetrical places. I think what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna just kind of put some random places where you can kind of get up to. Let's put this one over here to the back. Okay, we're gonna leave this like this. I think this is kind of neat. Let's get some hard surface stuff happening. I think that's good enough for the stones. I had like some other stones kind of jutting up and coming over here, and I think that may have been a little bit much. Let's have us a few sticking out here, and that's it. Maybe one in the middle here that kind of breaks the view. Let's look for the stone to stick in the middle. Over here. Okay, I'll put a little rock in there. Maybe just one more. Duplicate that guy. Duplicate that guy. It's almost like you put this here, the player could go for cover. Maybe not too much to the, but we kind of off center it a bit. Let's turn the water off for a minute. Turning this water off. Let's take a look at what we got. Oh, I just want to check that out. Okay, I think this is good enough for rocks. If you put too many rocks in here, just no. But rocks are cool. Remember when sculpting like really took off? Like people were just sculpting like just rocks, and you could like basically scan rocks and bring them in. You know, you don't have to sculpt them. You can scan them with your phone. You can scan them, you know, with a really good scanner. You can do all kinds of stuff now. But rocks were the thing to sculpt at a point. You can even have a like a generator, like a procedural generated rock, which is I think some of these were that. Okay, let's do one more run through just to take a look at these rocks in action, and we're gonna jump into the hard surfaces. Ah, yeah. Yeah, this looks very interesting this way. Kind of dried up, looks even better dried up. Yeah, this is fine. We didn't need to do our own. Gotta figure what's going on there with the audio. It's all good, guys. Okay, so right here. All right, so that's looking pretty swell. Let's save that, and we're gonna go back here into Blender. We gotta get the hard surface action. We're gonna go here, let's go back into this, and we're gonna just hide. We can get rid of these rocks, it's fine. We already have cool ones already. Let's do this, hide that. Let's go into the higher res area here. I'm gonna get rid of these rocks here again. Okay, so what we gotta do is these things here. We should be almost ready to go. I think you just have to bake them. So I'm gonna make a duplicate. I'm gonna get rid of the modifiers off of this. So, oh, there's an auto smooth on that. That's interesting. Let's get rid of the modifier off of that. And let's go ahead and make that like that. Let's look at it. Yeah, it's already kind of optimized. It's very optimized. You know, we could leave this as is. The only things though I'm thinking is maybe the pipes want to be a separate UVs. Let me think about this for a minute. We could almost hold on here. Think about this for a minute. Go like that, like that. This should be all separate. So like let's do the pipes as a separate thing. Just gonna go ahead and select these out like so. It's gonna be everything minus the pipes. Okay. Structure. Okay, let's put this in the low res, in the export. I mean, put this in export. Okay, let's close this off. Into export. Perfect. So technically, this here is this being repeated. So technically, you could just do one of these, and then just really just repeat it in terms of texture. It should be the better way to do it anyway. The pipe, on the other hand, the pipe. Yeah, pipes are something else. So let's see if we could separate one of these. Put L on that. To a P. Okay. So we're gonna do this, and we're gonna do the pipes. Technically, the pipes don't need to be all running all the way like this. We just need to go where we could see a little bit here, see a little bit here, and the rest here could basically be kind of empty. And you know, but I'm not gonna, you know, that's a little bit nitpicky. Let's just leave it as is, and you know, we'll choose all the parts that you know, that's high res, and that should be a little high res, and that's it. That's what we're gonna do. Okay, so we got to deal with one thing at a time. I'm gonna deal with just getting this thing happening here. See? Because this is a bigger element and you're gonna be facing it, so we're gonna really try to like make this look as good as possible. Okay, guys, I'm getting a little fatigued. Let's take another break here, and we'll pick up. I'm sorry about all these breaks, guys. I'm trying to get into this, and yeah, we're getting a little fatigued, but we're gonna keep all the fun stuff keep going. Okay, I'll be right back in a minute. BRB.
Hey, hang on, you guys. I'll be right back.
Okay, guys, I'm back. Whew. I don't know. I just energy levels dropped. Just got up, changed. Let's get this going. Okay. Okay. Let's see if we could capture this hard surface right here. And we're gonna segue into a different segment in a minute here. Okay, guys, we're baking. Okay, so this is what I'm thinking I'm gonna do. So rather than us just sit here and watch baking happening, as I said, I'm gonna go in, log into Pinterest, look up some shapes, and we're gonna like test out some stuff on 3D Code. So let's go to, while this is going on, I'm gonna switch over to the Wacom desktop, and I'm gonna pull up some Pinterest images. Because like what I do, I have a Pinterest page and it comes up with all kinds of crazy stuff. Some of the stuff, you know, like suggested stuff. So if you see stuff on there, it's not because I'm looking that stuff up. It's just stuff that they suggest, you know, that probably I'm not into. They're just trying to figure out what you're into. Just in case anyone out there is wondering, you know, half of these things are ads on here, but some of these things I pin just for fashion, for shapes, for modeling, for all kinds of things. I suggest that you make either like some sort of scrapbook or like a folder in your computer or anywhere, a folder anywhere. Dump interesting images and shapes in them, because you can't come up with everything in your head. You know, sometimes you could look at something and it may inspire you to do something else. So that's what I like. Just kind of have like a little bank of knowledge, you know, or something that gives you a different perspective, right? Other than your own likes and stuff like that. That's kind of what I see this Pinterest board as. Oh, I already see some things that look cool. Not everything on here is relevant to me because some of these things in here is just ads. But we'll see what we could have pinned here. Let's take a look at my board here for a minute. Yeah, so I have all kinds of different things in here. Okay, let's check it out while this is baking. I have one even for a 3D code, so let's decals. Let's see here. 3D code. So these are like machine mill parts and different things I think might look cool in 3D code. Okay. And you know, like while we wait for things to bake, we could just jump in one of these things here and just see if we could like do a shape in 3D code, right? Okay, so I believe the baking is done. So there's you know, I'm seeking to have no no downtime on this stuff. That's what I'm seeking. Okay, so this is finished. Let's go ahead and save this. Oops, hold on here, guys. File save as. Wall diff. We don't want PNG, we want JPEGs for now. It's all good, guys. It's just a video game. Let's see what this colored thing looks like. Let's plug that into the base, right? And then what we're gonna do, we're gonna hide everything else except for this. Let's take a look. Okay. Oh, I didn't expect that. So it took into account. It took into account where, okay, because there's okay, I see what's going on. So it took a lot of things into account I didn't think it would. So we gotta hide those things. Okay, guys, hold on a sec. Okay, guys, I'm back. So that's the next thing. So so a couple things was influencing this, and I think it may be okay. But let's zoom in here a minute. Okay, I think I may want to hide some things. Let's go ahead and do that. So what I'm gonna do, let's go to the ground on the high res. Let's turn off the high res ground. Let's turn off this wall. Yeah, so we just have the pure stuff here happening. That's what we want, just the pure stuff. Here to here. Let's try it again, guys. Just to give us a chance to do our 3D code back up here. Go ahead and save anyways. Or what we could do, because it's kind of taking certain things into account, I could actually make like a new object, which might be kind of cool. Let's try it. Let's go here, make a plane, scale the plane up. So it kind of influences, because I think there's an AO in the material. Let's have it influence this a little bit. Grab Z. Up to maybe about there, maybe I'll drop it down just a little bit. Grab Z. Oh, that might be it right there. Okay, I'm gonna have this influence. I'm gonna drop a basic color on this. It's kind of dark. All right, so we're gonna select. So this is there, out there like that. Let's select this to that. Select that. I'm gonna try that bake again. Okay, so it's baking. And let's check out our 3D code stuff here. Go to the desktop. Yeah, 3D code is running. Here we go. Let's get a little Pinterest board. Let's see if we could do that. There we go. Let's do voxel sculpting. Let's start with a clean slate. Just gonna bring this over like so. And this is while we wait on Blender to do its thing, you know. Let's create a block. Come in there, like that. Let's zoom out because we want to be able to perform really nice operations on this. Let's go into subject, let's go add. Alright, just added a new thing. Now I don't have all my 3D code stuff set up as yet, but we'll see as we go. Okay, so Blender just finished. Hold on here, guys. Just gonna go ahead and save. Let's take a look at what Blender has. We'll just go back and forth like that. Plug this guy in. Let's take a look at what we got here. I would say this is looking pretty good. That looks nice and high-resy enough. Okay. So that said, let's start bringing in some more stuff. let's do the rest of these let's do the rest of these. Let's copy that. This is really not that important as much as us just actually doing the thing here. Veneer. Just let's do a normal map. Straight to the normals. Go like this. Let's pull this norm. Now it's 4096, which is great. A new image. Right. Select that. Let's change here into normal. And let's turn on the high-res assets. Let's make sure we're still going from here to here. And I don't think anything else should influence it. We could get rid of our plane. Let me think about this for a minute. Yeah, we get rid of that. Let's go from structure to the wall. Okay. We're gonna do a normal map. Everything looks pretty groovy. Let's go ahead and bake that. Okay, so while that's baking, it's really cool. No, in 3D Code I like playing with the in voxels, right? So there's like hold on here. The cutoff tool. I really like playing with that one. A Voxide is supposed to be another big one. This one right here, Voxide. Let's try practicing with both of those. Now in 3D Code you could actually make a custom tool shelf with all this stuff in there. Custom UI. Customize UI. Let's just leave that alone. So I'm gonna click on this. Oh, Blender's kind of finished. I'm gonna save this in here in Blender. Save as norm JPEG. Turn that all the way up. Okay, guys, let's just take a look at what Blender has here. I know I'm going back and forth, guys. We'll figure this out. Okay, so this is the normal map it generated. You want to go non-color. You want to plug it into the color here. Let's take a look and see what effect this has on this. We just have to hide the high res. Ooh, look at that. I think that's looking pretty good. Let's go 1.5. Just a little more in there. Okay, we could do the rest of these maps. So let's do the metallic one. So new. Let's drop this here. Call this metallic. Okay, so new image. Select that. The metallic, to capture metallic and any kind of shininess, you gotta use the glossiness. You gotta bake glossiness in here. So I'm going to unhide all these things and make sure we go from that to that. And so this glossy thing is selected. Just have to click something else and click back on it if it doesn't update. here. So what I'm using here to see what's going on here is that I unpinned the image pin, and alright, okay, let me start over. So you come here and you choose image editor, and that's what this is, and then you unpin this part. So any node that you have, any image node you have selected here is going to show up here. Now sometimes you select a node, it doesn't show up. Sometimes you have to click another node and then click back on it, and then it shows up. So just in case if anyone out there wants to know, that's what we're doing here. Okay, so we're gonna bake glossiness in here. All right, gonna continue baking that stuff. Bake. Okay, so far it looks successful. It's going. I'm gonna zoom out of this here for a minute. Let's turn that off. So this window up here shows the bake result, and this window here shows what we have selected in here. That's basically what you're seeing right now. Okay, let's let this go, and let's go back to 3D code playing around. So the cutoff tool is pretty neat, man. Like, you can select the cutoff tool right here. Let's collapse some of these other like tool menus. The cutoff tool is in adjust, Voxide is in adjust. So I don't know Voxide that well. We could learn that together. Voxel tools. Play engine. Okay, so we have adjust under adjust here. So the cutoff tool literally, like, if you whatever you draw here in the view is gonna cut away at this box. So if like so right now I have it on like a square thing, which I rarely ever use. If I use that, it's gonna cut away. But let's use a rectangle here. So this is what I use. I use a rectangle, and there's a polygon lasso tool in here. So you choose cut off, and then you choose what you want to use it, how we want to use this. So if we come here and I just draw this here, it's going to cut right through it as we watch it, and you see you'll get something like that. That's how 3D code likes to work, you know. So say if like I want to cut off this entire edge, but it's only going to do it dependent on the view. So if you're not very lined up, that's what you're going to get, something like that. It's almost like cutting away a block of clay. Now if I draw a rectangle right in the middle, it's going to punch a hole right through it like this. Yep, I'm just going to do it based on the perspective. Okay, so Blender's finished. Let's jump back in there. File, save as. So I'm saving this metallic map as a JPEG for quality. I wish Blender could remember this. I'm not sure exactly how to go about having it remember, but whatever, let's go. So it's in there, and I'm gonna drop this now in the metallic map. Alright, so now it's gonna get like metallic properties or whatever it is. Right? Now I'm going to, well, you know, we're not going to screw around too much with this. Just leave this kind of like as is. But I'm going to come in here and we're going to do a roughness map. Let's make a new map by clicking the double pages icon. I'm going to paste that in. It's going to be rough. NESS, roughness. And is it 4965, new image. So and then we're going to change this here to roughness. And we're going to make sure we're going from the high res to the low res. Yep. And what you got to do is click on another node and then click back on the new node that you made so it's black, so you can see it being created. Let's zoom back out. Let's take a look at this. Okay, so I'm going to run the bake on and generate a roughness node. So the bake is running. Let's jump back into 3D code. Okay, let's practice the Voxide. That's what I don't have a lot of skill in. So but I can explain that. Let's try a different selection tool. So this is under the cutoff tool, so you could use a different selection method. Sorry, excuse me. So I'm going to use a polygon lasso, and everybody knows this in Photoshop. You click here, you click, you click, you click. You could even do like stairs like that. Click, click, click. As long as you return back to where you started. And it's gonna punch through like so. So in essence, 3D Code is almost like a solid modeler, right? Let's try Voxide. So I think the thing about Voxide is that it does something like this, but you're able to reveal what was there from before. So it's truly like hiding and then unhiding kind of thing. So let's see. Let's go Voxide, right? And look, it kept the polygon lasso tool. So let's try doing something like this to see if we could hide that chunk. So it looked like it cut it, right? But then you could unhide, like you could invert the tool, come back here, and it would unhide what was once there. I think that's what it is, and you could create like complex shapes like this. A lot of people rather it this way. Okay, Blender's finished. Let's see what the roughness map looks like. Keeping it action packed, guys. Let's keep it going. Okay, so image. Let's go ahead and save this. Save as. We want just regular JPEG. Max quality. Save image as. Okay, so I got that in here. And let's plug this into the roughness and see what happens. Okay, so now we gotta actually look and see what's happening here. So I'm gonna hide the high res so we can see only this. And it look like it's doing something. It looks like it's working. Let's go into shading just to make sure we have like a proper shading viewport. Yeah. So look, the roughness is making this part here not. Some parts look rough, some parts look shinier. And that's kind of what we want. What I've done in the past to really accentuate some of this sometimes, I've gone in and bring these maps into like the Gimp and, you know, put some levels on it. That seemed to kind of help accentuate. So this is looking pretty good. So if we take this guy, we duplicate this guy, we should be able to get the other pieces. So let's save this as. Let's see if we can duplicate this to make the other pieces. So export. I'm gonna unhide. Let's unhide that. Let's unhide that. Okay. Let's see if we can get this guy to be like these other pieces. Let's go to the top. Z. 7. Okay. I'm gonna duplicate this guy. I'm gonna rotate him. If we have you could choose an active element, something like that. Let's see if that works. Active element, rotate. I don't know if that works, guys. Okay, I'm just gonna try to match it up. Whatever. It's sometimes in the end like the dumb way is the fastest way. I think the rotation is 22 point something. We could actually watch it here and see. It's no big deals. See, like right here, yeah, like, oh, look at that, guys. I almost called it out. 22 point something. Look at that, minus 22. You probably can't see it, but that's from me remembering the last time.
It's too weird. Kind of fun, but weird.
Okay, so right there. Top here again. Let's do that. Let's rotate. Yeah, in the end, sometimes it's just faster to do the simplest thing. But if you were doing like a CAD drawing, you would have to get the exact rotations and all that and all these things. Everything's gonna basically have to line up. Okay, let's see what we got. Okay, we could get rid of everything that's not wall, so like stamp this, or just basically that. Get rid of that. Let's take a look. Yeah, this is what we want. Alright, an efficient asset kind of thing. Ideally what you would do in a game engine, this is ideally, right? So check this out, guys. You would make a single asset and then you would just like do all the duplicates and make it all instances in there. But then I think like sometimes it makes the engine kind of heavy on doing instancing. So you got to know up to what level you want to instance. So you see like this is fine. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna merge these, J, right? And we could do the mirror thing. So check this out. So come in here, and we're gonna go generate mirror. There's mirror there, and we want to mirror on this side, and we've got back our arena. And all we gotta do is turn the ground on and see if it works. Yep, that works. So we gotta do the same thing with the pipes, guys. We're trying to be as efficient as possible. Save this. You even turn the waterfall back on if you wanna. Right. Okay, we're gonna deal with the pipes on their lonesomes. The pipes you could almost leave as is, right? Because it's kind of basically like a color and like a shader on there. But I kind of don't want to do that. Guys, give me a second. Be right back with you.
Hey, hang on, you guys. I'll be right back.
Okay guys, this is where Blender has a problem with like doing like metallic stuff. So I'm gonna test it out here to see what's the best course of action. You go from here to here, baking. You're gonna go to here. All these pipes. There we go. Okay, we're gonna bake the diffuse. Let's see what we get. Let's go bake. Okay, here goes. Yeah, that's looking pretty good. Let's save this. Okay. This is the metallic one. And that's to do with gloss. That's what we got. Okay, here we go. Yeah, so that's not affecting anything actually. It's still looking pretty good. It's interesting. Wow. Okay, what I'm gonna do here, we're going to metallic. Let's go back to the main thing here. Oh, you know what? You know why it's probably not affected anymore? Maybe because of the new shading parameters. Or is this the new thing here? Okay, anyways, whatever. I'm gonna get rid of that. Yeah, let's do a normal map. I'm gonna do a normal map because it's normal. Yep. Gold is good. Normal. And okay, we got a normal map. Alright. And then we're gonna go to normal. Yeah. take that. I'm going to save as normal. Okay, save that. Okay, and let's change this normal map here into sRGB to non-color, and that's what we want to use. Let's keep things selected and let's do the final map, which is a roughness map. Roughness, and we just want to make the new image for roughness. Come in here. Okay, so we got us selected. We choose that we want roughness, and let's come here so we can see it. Yep, there's the image, and let's go ahead and bake. This should be interesting to see what the results are. Okay, here we go. This is a roughness map. Go file, export, let's go file, save. Okay, and that's the roughness map. Let's plug it into the roughness. Okay, so let's take a look at what the final result is. For the pipes, we're going to hide the high-res asset, and these are the pipes. I'm just going to turn material preview on. That's looking pretty good. It's not bad. These parts here where there's some kind of weird overlap, that's not going to be seen. I'm just basically going to see these parts right here. And you're getting this because it's clashing into the wall, and it's picking up some of the wall on this. And if that bothers you, you know, things like that could always be changed. Not bad. And if you want, you could even make the texture space on these circles bigger, and then have everything else fit around that. Which probably what we probably should have done. To keep it really, really high res. But this is good enough. Okay. Just go back into layout. Let's take a look at this. Let's go ahead and save. Go back in shading again. I'm probably gonna raise the thing here 1.5. You can feel a bit more effect of that brushed metal. Maybe we oh man, I'm sorry guys. Maybe we do that thing where we let's go back into UV editing. I'm sorry guys. Let's do that thing with the UV edit with the UVs. I think it's just gonna yield for a better result. It's gonna yield a better result. I'm sorry guys, but this is part of the whole thing. Sometimes you do something and you're like, wait a minute, I could have done it a whole lot better. Okay. Everything here is selected. Let's grab these out. Okay, let's start from the tippy top again. My bad guys. Grab these. Let's move these aside. Alright, so we got this back again. Let's put these against there. So we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna go packing. Pack. Oh, we got pack. Gonna pack the others. Let's pack. Okay, now we want to pack the others with the other stuff. Guys, I'm sorry, I didn't, like, hindsight is 2020, right? That's what they say. So I'm gonna go here, select this. Let's see what packed others results in. Pack to others. Pack. I feel this is better because these tubes are essentially just colors. Okay, let's do that. Go ahead, select this. Let's turn the high-res asset on. High-res asset. Low-res pipes. Straight to this map here, and it's gonna be the diffuse map. Let's go. Yeah, see, we should get a better result. I mean, the biggest things is those circle caps. Okay, now look at, yeah, I remember I was talking about how it chose a black, it still has it. Haha. So now we know to go here and here and just add a color to this. Yes, that's what's up. Let's do this. Let's go all the way up. Let's do the color like right here. Let's not go all the way right, let's go close. Bam! Now when we do it, it should work. Yeah, see that? That's the black I was talking about. From there to here. Let's do it. Let's bake it again. You gotta put a color in the metallic for the color to come through. Because it doesn't read the values of the metallic as a color or something like that. Which would end up giving you like really dark, because it's black, it's gonna give you like a dark metallic color that's not like the metallic you're trying. You see now, you see that it looks fine. Go ahead and save this. Okay, yeah, so it's gonna bake the all the all the bump map, all the bump information for the metal into this map, and it's gonna look better because it's taking up a larger texture space. Yeah, so that black really messed things up. So you gotta add a color. If you're gonna bake, you gotta put that the color value in the metallic slot. And I did that with a mixed color node. Okay, so you see that there. So let's go ahead and save this. All right. Let's go ahead. Let's plug that back in here. Non-color is gonna look pretty good. Alright, we got some more to do here. Let's do the metallic. So instead of normal, let's go glossy. Okay, we're gonna bake this real quick. Okay, so this is the metallic map. Let's go ahead and save this file. Save. Let's plug that into metallic, and then we have the roughness, which is this. Let's go ahead and plug that. Let's go ahead and unplug that there. Select this, and we're gonna go here in the roughness. Okay, let's go ahead and bake that. Okay, this is the last leg of this thing. So while that's baking, just check out 3D Code again. Yeah, so we're using the Vox side, man. The Vox side is kind of cool. I think a lot of hard surface modelers, people like to model in 3D Code, uses the Vox hide. This is literally like a piece of clay you could do almost anything on. And there's Blender shortcuts to get like an isometric view and that kind of thing. An isometric view. Okay, so it's finished. Let's check it out. Okay, see over the roughness map. Let's plug the roughness in. Rough and tumble. So let's hide that. Hide in the high res. Let's check it out. Yeah, that's 100 times better right there. Now if I added what do you call it, and the shader for the pipes, if we put like an ambient occlusion, you'd see some ambient occlusion baked in here. I'm wondering if we should do that because it's so recessed. Let's try it. Let's go back to the high res. Open the high res one. We're just going for just the diffuse. So this right here, and let's look for the pipe, arena pipe, right? So it's just a basic color like that. Let's do ambient. Let's do an AO. Ambient occlusion. The color, I'm gonna put the base color like this. No frills. Just gonna plug that in there like that. Maybe 32 is at 16. Let's copy. Let's go to the blue one. Do the same. Let's put a color in here. I feel like even putting an edge on the thing, but I don't want to overdo it. Let's keep it like this. I think this should yield some kind of like slightly different result. So we're gonna go from this. Let's check out the concrete. What did we do? The brush metal one? Okay. So we're gonna go from this high res to this low res, and let's just do over the diffuse and see if we get a different result. I believe we would. So I'm gonna select diffuse, select here, go bake, let's see. I believe we'll get like a more shaded internal thing there. Probably just gonna go to black some parts. We could have lightened it so it doesn't go all the way black, but let's just keep it like this for now. See what results we get. Okay, so all these hard surface shapes of real, a lot of these are real world objects, some of these are concept arts things. This is literally like a 3D code thing that somebody did. Okay, yeah, I totally did that, guys. Check this out. So see all the parts with the ambient occlusion, it kind of shaded it up a bit. So we like that. So let's go ahead, plug that in. Give it a little more character, right? So let's go ahead and plug that in. Yeah, look at that. That's a whole lot better. It gives it a little more character. Yeah, that's what we want. So let's go back into, let's hide the high res. Go into the low res, right? See where it does it. And then we're gonna unhide the ground. Right? We're gonna unhide the wall structure. And now I realize something, this wall structure, it doesn't have the color of this thing here. I gotta see what's going on there. Yeah, we could check that out. Yeah, so this is looking, yeah, so this gives it a little bit more interest. Not the most top notch, but looking better. Gives a little bit of shading. So what I'm gonna do here is shading. Let's just double check these things. This metallic, yeah. Okay, I'm gonna duplicate this thing. So we're just gonna add we're gonna add a mirror on. We're gonna add a mirror on this. Mirror. Yep. Okay, so it mirrored. Alright, these are ready to kind of go into the game engine. But I'm looking at this part here. This is supposed to be kind of like a yellow happening right here. I don't know why it's not, that didn't ring through. And that's to do with the hold on here. This is the wall. Combined, let's look at just the diffuse color. Yeah, so that's black. Let's do combined again. Let's go back to the high res and see what happened there. I'm not sure what happened, guys. So let's come here. Let's turn the high res on. Yeah, you see that nice orange there? That's what we should be getting. Concrete wall 2. Why didn't that not pick up? Roughness. Let's render that right there. Yeah, it's totally right there. Oh, it's a glossy shader. Wait a minute here. It didn't like that. Oh, because it's doing the glossiness as... Oh. Yeah, the glossiness is coming because it's doing all glossy and it's making it black. So I'd have to exclude. Okay, I see what the problem is. So we don't want to make this glossy. We want to make this into yeah, we don't want to do it because it's glossy. Okay, I see what's going on here. Yeah, we need to make this a full shader. come in here. Okay, so lesson learned. Okay, so we're going to do principal BSDF. Let's put this color in here. Let's give it roughness like that. Let's just plug that in there. That's better. Alright, that's what it wants. Okay, my bad guys. Let's grab that back again. Still on the export, and let's go back to shading like that. Okay, so I'm gonna go from here. Add the pipes to the wall. Okay, we're gonna go straight to the diffuse map here. Here we go. Okay, it's baking. Okay, back to 3D code, guys. Another tool I like to use is the hold on here. There's like a split tool in here. So we see it. It's right here under object split. That's another good one. Because if you select that one and then you turn the border all the way down to 0, you literally get like these kind of panel shapes. I'll show you. So let's just come here, let's go here. So I cut that out, but you see it makes a natural seam on it, like it was put together. Isn't that cool? You guys see this? Just truly like splitting it into like a panel. Yep, splitting it all up. Okay guys, let's take a look here. Okay, so this is it. It got the yellow in there, so I'm gonna go ahead and save this. Let's plug that back in. There we go, that's the yellow. Let's hide the high res. see, guys, so we have our final model right here. So let's go ahead and save that out. I'm gonna call this walls and pipes, maybe. Save this file. Okay. Select those two. Go ahead and then export. Export as a GLTF. So I'm gonna call this walls and pipes. Okay, go ahead and export that. Minimize that. I'm gonna close 3D Code, guys. You know, playing around with those tools are pretty cool. We'll continue doing things like that. Let's go back to the desktop. Sorry about that, guys. Okay, yeah. So as you can see here in Pinterest, I have a whole bunch of these different hard surface parts, and these are actually some of these are actual parts, you know, actual images of different things, and you know we could choose one of these things to build as we wait for things to render and things to bake. So if you like joining the stream but you don't like to watch things bake, we're not going to do that anymore. We're going to jump over to making building shapes in 3D Code. Okay. Let's take a look at what this stuff looks like in the game engine. Oh, my bad. In Godot. Let's see. A lot of this is a little bit of a slow hard burn, guys. It's just once you start getting in the swing of like doing these things, the speed builds up, you know, that kind of thing. The quality goes up, you know, the more efficient you are. Then you start to like be smart and clever and use different plugins and tools. You know, you might even start writing little scripts, and before you know you're coding, and you know, as technical as a technical artist could be eventually. You gotta start somewhere. You know, we're building up. Hey, I want to shout out all our new, you know, I want to shout out a few new, you know, followers here on Twitch and all the new followers on YouTube. Hey, you know, thanks for coming in and watching something positive, something about real production. You know, as done by me. It's all good, man. You know, feel free to share whatever you would like that you know, pertaining to this kind of art and this design and all that sort of stuff. Also, yeah, so I want to shout out Flames Power. I want to shout out, you know, all the other people on YouTube and that kind of thing who actually message me on YouTube and say, hey, you know, we like more of this or more of that. So hey, that's what we're gonna do. Okay, so this is loading. I wonder why it's taking a little bit, guys. It's loading the walls and pipes. Hopefully I didn't forget something in here that's slowing it down. Oh, no, it's coming. Yeah, so basically, let's go ahead and save this. Okay, it's loading, guys. Yep, level hidden area. Okay, there we go. Okay, let's bring in the walls. Oh, it's importing. Okay, let's bring in the walls and pipes. Oh, we want to turn the water back on. Okay. Okay, now an extra. Okay, we're about to wrap up here, guys. So check this out. So we're gonna bring that the new hard surface stuff in here. Okay, it's walls and pipes. Let's open this in the new inherited scene. We could leave it here and then we bring this scene in. I think that might be the thing to do. Alright. So I'm gonna go ahead and generate the collision meshes on these. Right, and I'm just gonna go here and save as. I'm gonna go in levels. Levels 1 extra. So this is called level hidden area 1. That's what we're gonna name this. Level this is okay, we have something called hidden area 1 gate. So let's go let's do that same thing. Hidden area 1. Walls and pipes. There you go. Walls, pipes. Okay, this is the scene. Save that. Now you see the thing is, notice how like this generated a mesh for this. All I needed to do, we didn't even need to do this. We could have just excluded this, all these pipes being made like that, and just have like a basic mesh that wraps around a simplified mesh. You know, we could still do that, but for now let's just leave this like as is. Those are the kind of optimizations that really helps. Your walls and pipes, I'm just going to drop it in this node right here. There you go. It's in here. It's looking good. Let's load this up on the level. Right now I have the environment turned off. That's why everything looks like this. Just for efficiency. Let's go ahead and let's play this through. Getting the game ready from asset to game, from concept to 3D, high-res 3D asset to game ready to high-res 3D model to game ready asset. That's what we're doing. So let's go ahead, test this out. So hopefully when we come back in here again, and in my head I always want these things to go so much faster, but you know, in the end, you know, we gotta work with what we got, right? So we're gonna come back in here, guys, and we're gonna add some of the vegetation that you see. This, so it ties in, so everything looks like one. Oh, look at this. Okay, let's check this metallic thing out. Not quite what I expect, but we could work on what that should look like. We could work on that. Okay, that's not bad. Just checking out, guys. I mean, terrain doesn't look that bad, but it could be a little, it could be much higher as this for this section. I feel like I'm missing like reflections, but we have to sort that out. You know, you can't sort every single little bitty thing out in one go. You know, it's part of a. Let's see, if we could get up on here. Yeah, we could get up on there. Yep, let's see if we could run around here. Yep. It's a little bit lumpy. Let's see if we could escape. Climb up one of these things. Yep. We could just put an invisible wall where he can't get back here. Yep, like he could get back there. We gotta fix that. Yep. These are the little things that you play. You want to solve these problems a little bit at a time and don't wait till like the end, you know? Yeah, like we could climb up here. Or we could go over here. Yeah, so we could solve that problem. Okay, once we add vegetation, should spruce things up just a little bit. We got everything flowing in the right way, and we gotta bring this together. So there's a bunch of things that need to happen. It's all good. There needs to be a door here, or something like that. No, not a door here. Maybe not. This is the arena. I was thinking that I need like more of a background to this, but I don't think so. I don't think we need another background to this thing. I think this is fine. The pipes are blocking enough. Okay, yeah, so we're hearing the audio, it's just very low. I don't know why. Okay, guys, so that's it. That's it for
that never really looked at anything. They were there to protect us, so I don't think anybody really knows what happened. It just happened.
The attacks have resulted in the deaths of 1,996 people.
The Person Finder System has activated their disaster service under Russia explosions.
Attack forces have been put to work quickly and have deployed infantry. The suspect mannequins were secreting a strange substance that turned into smoke and contact fire. There is no terrorist group claiming responsibility at this time.
Pacieruty tu majesz, papiekum. Stojamy w focie byt na